Pre-game of the NIHL 2 playoff final here at the Steel City Showdown with Peterborough Phantoms player coach Nathan Pollard. Between the two of you guys, yourselves and Guildford, it's been you two head to head across the whole season. The games between you have been really tight. I asked of Stuart the same I'll ask of you. What's going to be the difference between your more experienced players and their more younger roster blending together today?
I think we've both got a good mix of both of experience and young players. We've got some really good young guys as well, but I think the difference from their side is they do have a lot of players that have played a lot of finals. They've got a lot of players that have won leagues, and obviously we fell a little bit short. But for us, we've got a lot of guys that have played at maybe a higher level than this, and have played at Coventry and NIHL 1 for a long time, and in the National for a long time. So sometimes that maybe gives you a bit of an edge, but it's such a coin toss, and I'm confident in my team. I always am, and we've been really good against Guildford this year. But they're such a good side. Potsy has them so well drilled, and they've got some great players. So every team needs to be on their A game, and it could go either way.
With the way that the league finished, because the way the fixtures piled up meant that the ultimate chase was set. Because you finished your league fixtures, Guildford then had enough to get above you by 1 point, which they did in the end. I mean, did that really affect the way that you were playing towards the end of the season, knowing you were going to be done?
It didn't affect it, but it's very strange, and Guildford's obviously had the chase, and they know what they're going to do, and maybe say we were both still playing back to back and we're playing at the same weekends, it might put a little bit more pressure on them, I don't know, but it was very strange for us, and fortunately we had the cup final chucked in and the Eddie Joseph Cup final, or actually our season finished on the 1st of Feb and we wouldn't have had a game till the playoffs, which would have been a nightmare. So it's very strange. I think we built up a lot of momentum and stuff, and I think it helped us in the cup final. But actually, league-wise, I think, say our schedules in Guildford's were maybe a little bit more aligned. It could have played out a little bit different. I'm not saying it would have done, but I think Guildford knew what they needed to do, and that was that.
Yeah, I suppose in most sports, actually, the chase is always a little bit easier, I suppose, than being the one that's front running. Yeah. Should we say a week after the Grand National? I thought they were going to fall on the same weekend, actually, this, but fortunately they haven't. So moving into this idea of having these 4 games on one day, said with Stuart, there's the real potential, especially for your game, to go all the way, sort of pushing the schedule back across the day. Obviously, we're coming here hoping to play 2 games in 2 days, which could then be potentially 2 full games with overtime and shootouts. How has the preparation gone for it?
So I think we're as prepared as we can be. We've played Guildford. We played Guildford twice in the league, twice in the cup, so we know what they're about. They're a great side, and we've obviously put in a lot of prep to deal with that. But I hope the games don't go all the way. I'd like to win in 60, and that'd be that. But it could go either way. And in terms of a setup, I love it. I think it's so exciting. We've both got the chance to play against a Telford or Sutton and be the national champion. And it looks quite busy out there at the moment, and I think it's only going to get busier. So it's really good for us, and obviously it's a great atmosphere.
Yeah, hopefully so. The crowd sort of lasted all day. It's been building quite slowly from the doors opening. But when you guys come on, in a couple of hours, we could be looking at a full rowdy barn for possibly one of the most competitive games of the day.
Yeah, I'd like to hope so. I think in the league, both games went to overtime and went the distance, and in the cup we grabbed a couple of late goals at the end of the final to make it quite a big lead. But actually, then the game at home was a 1-goal game, so the anomaly was that one away game. Every game has gone the distance, and you're right. I don't want to say it, but today's probably going to be exactly the same thing. Yeah,
well, there's 2 teams that have both had great seasons. We've just seen between you and Potsy, there's the mutual respect between the 2 coaches as well. So looks to be a great game. Nathan, wish you all the best.
Yeah, thank you very much.